classic. What an absolute classic. Upside Down from Diana Ross. And fans of the Supremes, and indeed Diana Ross, may be interested to know that coming to the Stute Theatre on Friday the 27th of March is the multi-award-winning Tameka Jackson with Reflections, the musical legacy of Diana Ross, taking us on a journey through some of the timeless classics of the Supremes and her solo career. Tameka Jackson joins us on the line now. And Tameka, I was thinking earlier actually that there's not many artists whose name precedes the music, but I think Diana Ross is an iconic name and fits into that category perfectly, right?
Absolutely, definitely. Yeah.
I can't really think of anybody else, but like the likes of Elvis, I suppose.
Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson's another, of course, yeah.
Yeah, but definitely, I mean, Queen of Motown, isn't she? She's been around.
Absolutely. And her music, including, as you say, the Supremes, just in the UK alone, I was looking up that she's been in the UK charts 573 weeks in the singles charts and 634 weeks in the album charts. I mean, that sort of suggests everything you need to know, right?
Absolutely. I mean, definitely. I mean, you should know her, shouldn't you? Everybody should know when you say Diana Ross, they should know who she is as well.
Yeah.
I mean, still today, like you said, she's in the charts. I mean, with the film, what's that film called that was just out again? Stranger Things, was it?
Oh, yeah.
And that brought Upside Down right back into the chart with the younger generation.
And I often ask people when you're performing, I mean, you must look out and just see lots of different generations now. It's not just the people.
They come out with their relatives, and some actually that I've spoken to at some of the shows didn't think they were going to know any of the music until they heard the songs, and then they've said to me, I actually knew that one, and I was singing along with you.
Yeah. And
they're like 18, 20-year-olds.
It is quite incredible, isn't it? Because they don't just kind of know the tune; they know the words and everything.
They know the words, exactly. That's exactly what she said to me. I knew it.
But I mean, tribute shows they're big business these days, and I've been checking out some of the footage of your performances, and I say this wholeheartedly that I don't think I've seen anybody that emulates the style and the production of one of these shows quite like yours. You look like Diana Ross. I mean, you look like her twin, actually.
Well, thank you. There's a lot of people come up at the end of the shows when I do a meet and greet, and they say the same thing, and they even, they get touched by it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, they're like, as soon as you walk out onto that stage, I was like emotional, and I'm like, it's just me. I'm not really Diana.
But your performance is so it's quite extraordinary, really. And I normally ask people how they fall into something like this, but I suppose it almost found you, I suppose, right?
It kind of did. I mean, I've been singing all my life, and in my own right, I have my own name with some R&B and soul music anyway. But I had an agent approach me saying, do you fancy being a Diana Ross impersonator? Because you look so much like her. And I'm like, no. No, do I want to do that? And so that's how the idea really came about. And after COVID, it happened.
Yeah.
I called back up and I said, let's go for it. Let's try it.
Yeah. And in the early days, from the get-go, do you approach it like an actress would?
That's exactly what I say it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly that. You've got to go on that stage and become that person. You've got to try and think, even when things go wrong, you've got to think quick on your feet. Okay, what would Diana do right now? What would she say right now? I mean, there's an instance of theatre, I won't name which one, and the girl on the lights, bless her, did something wrong. And I thought, right, Diana would say something like, "Did I ask you to turn the lights off yet?" And that's exactly what I went, and the audience just laughed,
Yeah.
And I had to explain to the girl, because she was a bit touched by it at the end of the show. And I said, listen, it's all an act.
Yeah.
It's all an act. And whatever happens, I'm acting up there. I'm not having a go at anybody, which I wouldn't. And don't take it into offense, if I say something, that's how I'm saying it. Because sometimes, you've just got to think on your feet really fast what would happen. So I do watch Diana on all her concerts. I've been to about 4 of them now, and I watch YouTube videos. I always say watch live performances, not records, just watch live performances, because that's where you learn a lot and see a lot more of the real person,
Yeah.
And so anything that goes wrong, I watch all those as well, all the bad takes and things like that.
Yeah.
And how she gets out of them, and that's how you pick it up. And that's just how you learn, really.
Well, this particular show is it's called Reflections, the musical legacy of Diana Ross. It's touring around the UK at the moment. You'll be coming to the Stute here in Wrexham. It's a beautiful old theatre. It's coming on the 27th of March. Tell us about the show. What goes on with it?
Oh, it's amazing. It starts off with a dear friend of mine called Roy Carter.
Oh, yeah.
He's from Heatwave.
Brilliant. Yeah.
You remember those guys?
Uh-huh.
So he comes onto stage with a boom. With a boom. He's doing all the hits and other songs in there as well. So it's pretty much get up and go from the first song. He's very nice. He's very down to earth. People can't believe it. They said, he approached me and started talking to me. And I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. So that happens for the first half. And then we have a little break, an interval for like 15, 20 minutes. And then I come on and do my show. But I'm not going to tell you what I start with.
Well.
But I come out, with a bang. People say, oh, my gosh, the phones go up.
Well, with so many massive songs, not even just hits. Tracks of Diana Ross and the Supremes that, you could easily fill 5 hours. Well, how do you go about choosing the songs? It must be a nightmare.
It is hard. It really is. It's so difficult, but I try to emulate, what Diana does in her shows exactly at about the same time she puts it in her shows. But obviously, there's a lot of songs that were big hits in America, but not over here.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of songs we can't put in because people over here won't know them. Like Missing is one of them.
Right.
It was a big song, but a lot of people don't know it, so that had to go out. So picking all the songs, I'm only on for about an hour.
Right.
From sets, and trying to get the best songs in there. And then still people will say, oh, you didn't sing my song. And I'm
Yeah.
We try our best, to get the biggest songs in there and the ones that take people down memory lane.
Well, if you didn't do Ain't No Mountain or Chain Reaction, you wouldn't get out of there alive. So I think...
And that's exactly what I say. If I didn't sing this, I won't get out of here alive.
Fantastic. Well, it's called Reflections, as I say, the musical legacy of Diana Ross, coming to the Stute Theatre on Friday, the 27th of March. Friday night in Wrexham. Always goes down well. Have you played Wrexham before, by the way?
I have. I've actually played this theatre myself.
Right.
As a solo act many years ago, and it is a beautiful place. I know the staff there very well. I know Barry, he's a nice guy.
Uh-huh.
And the promoter, Denzel's very good, who's put us in there. It's just lovely. I love the feel of it,
Lovely. Well, it is. It's got its own history. It's a beautiful part of town, right up a mountain.
I just want everybody in Wrexham to come down and join in, have fun. If you're a party person and you love music and you love to just party, just come on down.
Absolutely. We love a party in Wrexham. Tameka Jackson, it's been a treat to speak to you. Thanks ever so much for that. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we look forward to welcoming you back to Wrexham on the 27th of March. You take care of yourself.
You too. Thanks very much.
Cheers. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
So, Reflections, the musical legacy of Diana Ross, stops off at the Stute Theatre on Friday the 27th of March. For tickets, box office number 01978 841 300, 01978 841 300, or go to the webpage www.stute.com. Go on, support your local theatres, ladies and gentlemen. They won't be there forever if you don't.